Hey everybody, Kevin here, and here's a little something for your performance edge. And it kind of starts with a question is, we all have those weeks where we're running hard. We have a lot of irons and a lot of fires. If you're a leader and you're trying to take the hill, you got ambitions and you got aspirations and you're kind of moving. It's the beginning of the year and all the stuff's going, all excitement. And then you kind of start creeping into that wall where you start experiencing fatigue, where you start slowing down, where the energy level isn't quite the same. And you're out there and you're wondering, is this me? Is there something wrong with me? Is there, am I broken in some way? Am I like heroin 2 weeks ago was really set the world on fire, and now it's like I'm like barely limping along, and we have these moments where we hit that proverbial wall, right? Where we start climbing through the stuff, and we begin to realize that the dreams and aspirations we had require a lot of work, a lot of chopping wood, a lot of carrying water, a lot of those tedious everyday kind of behaviors that really have to that really have to move the needle. And then we feel that sense of like we said it out loud, and it starts to really just start jamming us up. And we begin to wonder, was this a good idea? Should I have never done that? I'm going to look stupid. And the mind game gets in there. And what I want to talk about today is recovery. Because when we do challenge spikes, when we have windows where we're pushing, we need to have windows of recovery. And some of them we need to build into the day-to-day. Some of y'all just need to take lunch back. You need to step back and have a break at lunch. Take that 30 minutes or that 45 minutes that you have been given, and don't fill that with something. To really sit back and just, disconnect from everything and just really, just process and be. And there is space there that really will help you renew. There are a lot of studies, by the way, that really point out the fact that if you take that break, it will make you more productive. And then obviously turning our phone off at night, shutting it down around 7:30, and not really getting into it, staying away from doom scrolling. But then there's physiology elements to recovery, right? The physiology elements are hydration, right? And making sure that we're eating, which is my biggest problem. Sometimes I can go a whole day and not eat. I get at home, I'm trying to consume as much as I can at home, but then I feel like I'm eating all night. And then when you have all that in your stomach, you're not sleeping good. It all, just kind of builds in there. And the sleeping part is the other part of it, right? It's making sure you're getting the right amount of sleep. There is an element to performance, and especially high performance. And for those of you who are watching this, you are putting yourself out there. You're doing these things. But we have to really be more intentional about recovery and making sure that we're building it in the days of the things we are pursuing, not pursue the thing, wreck ourselves, and then try to figure out how we're going to recover. Because this is what I know. When you have an aspiration line, that line continues to go. You may have ups and downs because it never goes straight. It's always kind of up and down. But you got to remember, your down level, maybe higher up on that aspiration line, is still higher than it was lower earlier in the journey. Which means that the things that you have put in place still require energy, focus, attention, details, production, all those kinds of things. So that pressure doesn't go away. We have to make sure we stay energized along the way. And so that's the key. And I'm saying that today because today is one of those days where I'm paying a little bit of the price for this. I pushed really hard and I just got to kind of find some space between the beats. This video should have been shot yesterday. I'm shooting it today. You're probably going to get it later than you normally get it. And I apologize for that. But again, as I'm pursuing things, I have to build that in. And listen, that's a huge invisible. And I want to point that out in light of what we have coming up. Next week, next Thursday, and you'll see the information below. Next Thursday, we're doing a webinar on really goal acceleration. And this is part of goal acceleration. Your ability to accelerate your goals is how you build recovery in the process of achieving those goals. You need to be the best version of yourself while you're doing damage. And there's a win-win that has to occur in that. You cannot sacrifice yourself for some dream that you'll never enjoy because you hate yourself at the end of it, or maybe others will want to string you up or chase you down, and beat you up. But the thing is we can't have dead bodies all over. We can't do. There has to be this process of this win-win that occurs while we're achieving things. And we can get way more speed if we put things in the right order, because order matters. So next week, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to do a webinar. I want you to be there. It's free, it ain't cost you anything. Jump on, get on there. We're going to unpack what that goal accelerator looks like, or your ambition accelerator. It's that whole idea of having the right kind of balance, the right kind of ingredients, and the secret sauce, all the invisibles, all right there for you, so you can do some damage this year and still like yourself at the end of it. So anyway, hey, I wish you all well, and I hope you have a great day. Sign up, hit the button below or click on the link, whatever is there, and go and sign up. I would love to have you be there. I'd love to hear your questions or your thoughts, all that good stuff. And I look forward to doing that. So, hey, take care. And again, this is part of something bigger we're launching. I want to get into that part, but we'll get into it when we're on the webinar. But anyway, just want to hit you up. Do some damage out there. And always remember, when you see the invisible, you become unstoppable. Take care, everybody.